If you're seeing this reading, I believe it is probably for a reason. I don't think there's such a thing as a coincidence, so if we cross paths, maybe you need to hear something. I'm the Page of Pentacles. My only accounts are listed above. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you were interested in a personal reading, you would have to reach out to me. I wouldn't reach out first. With that being said, what does the collective I'm reading for need to hear? And I did pull some cards already. But first off, I feel like with the Four of Pentacles in reversed and the World, just take a breath. Maybe just right now, like, pause, take a breath. It's, like, all gonna be okay. You just need to, like, I feel like somebody needs to hear that right now. Like, it's all gonna be okay. Like, just, it's okay to just take a little breath and come back. And recenter. Maybe do some, like, grounding. 111 if you feel so called. When I was pulling these cards, it was 12:22 a.m. for me, so 222 could be significant. I looked at 111 on the timer, but those numbers could be significant. But first off, everything's gonna be okay. Things are working out in your favor, and the divine wants you to know that. With the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles reversed, it does look like there is some type of something that is coming your way. I got the Two of Pentacles, or the Two of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, and with all the Pentacles, I was thinking more monetary. It was what came to mind. It feels like there's been a lot of, maybe you've been making or needing to make a decision regarding like a job offer of some sort, or not a job offer, maybe a position, maybe a promotion, maybe it's switching jobs, switching I don't know, whatever like kind of resonates, I guess. But it feels like there's a decision that's in the works still, or that you've been like weighing with the Two of Pentacles, and you've been working hard. So you've been working really hard for this job, and then when I got this card, I was kind of uncertain about I feel like I was uncertain about how to turn it over. I was like, do I do it reversed, upright? It's the Four of Pentacles, or not Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Oh my god. I keep stumbling over my words, so maybe your anxiety's been causing you to do that as well. For whoever I'm reading for, but it seems like you're like kind of avoiding something, because I didn't want to turn it over. I felt like there was like some sort of like resistance. I was like, I don't want to have to like make a decision about if I want to put it upright or reversed, because, you know. So maybe similarly, you've been kind of putting off a decision or having to reflect on a decision. With the Empress reversed and the King of Swords reversed, I feel like this could possibly be a past perception of yourself. Maybe you didn't feel like you were worthy of abundance or capable of holding abundance, or potentially being able to be wise. 333 was on the timer. It's 3 triple numbers. But maybe you didn't feel like you could be wise with this, or like maybe you don't trust your judgment, or like there's some part of you that still is like a past version of you. Maybe you were like as young as a kid, or maybe it was just a year ago, because we're constantly evolving, right? But some past version of you, you're like nervous, like maybe they can't hold it, because maybe that was something that past version of you believed. Like, I don't know if I'm able to hold this. I don't know if that's something I can do, or I don't know if I want to. No, actually, never mind. It was never a want. It was always like, I don't know if I'm capable. It's very uncertain, unsure of itself. With the Eight of Swords reversed, it does feel like you are fully capable of holding that. And the divine wants to let you know that it is coming in, but it's coming in a timing where it won't be something that you can't handle. Everything has been lining you up for this situation. Every single, I don't know, long grueling day, or those weeks where it was just absolutely like you weren't entirely sure what you were doing. It was hell. All of that was kind of lining you up. so that when it does come rushing in, which is not yet with the Ace of Pentacles reversed, that you're not going to fail at it. Because the Divine doesn't want to set you up to fail, it wants to set you up to succeed. I feel like this is primarily financial abundance. Again, take it as it resonates, but I feel like this has been on maybe a goal for a long time. And you're finally going to be able to give. I feel like maybe you're a generous person with your finances, or you've always wanted to be, and you're finally going to be in a position where you can do that kind of gift giving. And maybe it's just to your family, maybe it's externally to more friends, maybe it's to a partner. But it's never been something that's like quite worked out, just because you've had to make those kind of more tough decisions with your finances, I guess, if that makes any sense, where you've had to prioritize certain things. I cut to the Magician. So yeah, this is all preparing you and catalyzing up in like a snowball effect so that you will be able to handle what you are given. Any advice for the collective? Call to the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups, anything else? Five of Swords reversed and the Seven of Cups. Perhaps you have been feeling maybe tied in or locked into something, like a position or a bad situation of some sort, or some situation you don't particularly enjoy. And this is just a reminder that if something doesn't work out, the Divine is always going to have something lined up for you. Especially if you believe in that. Does that make sense? It's like, you also have to, like, call it faith, call it manifesting. You have to also believe in that. Because if you are setting something as an outcome, whether it's positive or negative, and saying that that's going to be the outcome, you're going to become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because with the Magician here as well, you do create your destiny. And it's like, that can go both ways. So if you truly are in this, like, and it's okay to be like insecure, uncertain, and like not know for sure yet, if that makes sense. But that's the important part, is to add in that yet at the end. I can't do this yet. I haven't been able to do something yet. But you don't want to say, I can't or I won't. Because you're determining the outcome before it's even happened, before you've even given your chance to, like, it a chance to start. And with the Five of Swords reversed and the Nine of Cups, I just feel like this is, like, once again, like, I feel like you're pretty content, like, with your life, but there's been something that's been, like, on your mind that you've been wanting to avoid the conflict with, because, you know, this is kind of like a confrontation card. It's reversed. But you are not tied into some situation. You do have those options. As long as you keep believing that things are going to line up the way that they're meant to, they will continue to line up for you. The Tower crossed. Yeah, like, I feel like this is just kind of really re-emphasizing the fact that, like, you're in a transition period where it's, like, in a bridge. And it's going to feel scary, but I feel like this is, like, a slower moving. Like, this doesn't feel rushed. It feels more like with the Tower reverse, it's like it's slowly falling. Does that make sense? Where it's kind of going upright to down, but it's in a pace where it's comfortable for you, where you're going to be able to handle the transition. Like, you're not going to fuck it up. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to get something and then fumble it immediately, because the Divine wants to grant you and gift you something, which is you've earned this. Like, you're worth this, but the Divine wants to grant it to you when you're able to hold it, because it's also looking out for you in the long run. Because it knows if you got something, whatever, I do think it's work related. If you got that thing now, you might not be able to handle it the way you need to, which is why there's been this little 9:36 on the timer. There's been this little liminal space. So, yeah, just keep the faith and really try to release those fears. Yeah.